are we missing that we haven't seen?
Good question.
Wrath, lust, envy, gluttony. I know we didn't meet sloth, but we met sloth.
We saw sloth.
Which one are we missing? Wrath, envy, greed. Wrath, envy, greed.
I know the answer. Gluttony. I just want to see if you can figure it out.
Lust, sloth. What's the other sin?
Pride.
Oh, I got another theory. But like, what? So one of my theories was correct.
Yes. Yeah. Oh no, that's just preview for the next episode.
Because I think I said like at one point like I thought like the fear was like the head. Yes. But then I also said like, is he a sin?
Yeah. Oh my god. Do you remember my reaction?
No,
I was not good at hiding it. I don't remember
what episode it was.
I was not good at hiding it. I was like,
because my assumption was that this was all connected.
Yes.
Because I'm like,
yeah.
Like it's because like essentially like. It's really not a good idea to, like, have two separate villains and then not really be connected.
Right, because it just makes everything messier.
Right, unless, like, essentially, like, unless it's, like, I think in, like, some senses there's just, like, a monster thing that doesn't have a lot of emotion and then you have a villain that has emotion.
Yes.
But, like, something like this has to be connected somehow.
Yes.
But I forgot
boy, howdy it is.
So I forgot the symbol behind it. But it sounds like, so it looks like the Elric brothers have the memory, Al's memory, so we did see God.
Yeah.
And then we meet...
the truth.
Yeah, that too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so...
yeah.
So this episode is the first episode of, like, the split.
Well, now it's, like, this is about the point... It's, like, at Greed's... like, I would say the split really happens, like... The last thing that they share... The Fuhrer, like, killing Martel. And, like, that those are the same in both.
Mm-hmm.
And then anything after that... we're going different directions.
Okay.
So, now we're fully on the manga path, and so if you go back and watch 2003, which I really hope you do, because it's good.
It's different.
Expect everything to be the same up to that point. They add more in the 2003 one to kind of, like, pad the runtime. But, like, story-wise, major split at this point specifically.
I'm just wondering, because I'm assuming that's what Hughes found out.
What?
That the Fuhrer was like part of, not that he was a sin, because I don't know if he knew that, but I think he knew like he was part of this like
something.
So, but I'm like, how did he find that out?
It's we will
because it makes sense then that like the sins would want to kill him because like that can't get out, and as of now it's not out technically.
We will get there. We'll get there. But it's good stuff. I love hearing your theories.
I'm fine.
You're doing great. You want to watch another one? Let's do it.
I mean, I guess.
Let's frickin' do it. All right. Envoy from the East.
Yeah.
New opening!
Do we like this one?
I mean, the first one is my favorite, but I like them all.
Okay. Are there new people in this team?
We'll see. I think so. Yeah, definitely. Find all the new people. New person. Anyway, welcome back. We are here talking about Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, episode 15, The Envoy from the East. Daryl, what do you think?
I liked it. I think it definitely, like, I'm here. It's kind of curious, but like, I found some of the new characters like a touch annoying. But
that's fair.
But like, I'm kind of thinking that like they're gonna either become like I guess it's kind of like why are they here? Like, what's the point?
Right. Like, what are you doing besides just being obnoxious?
Like, and I kind of thought that with like all of the new characters that I met, like there's some that I like.
Yeah. But
I'm kind of like, why are you here?
Yeah.
Like,
right, because we're introducing some kind of big concept stuff. Again, we are fully, and I think this is good. This is gonna be the last time I say this. I think because I think we've nailed the point down enough. We have fully diverged from. If you watch the original Fullmetal Alchemist anime, like we're diverged. There's a lot of concepts here, not anywhere close to that first series. So like we're in it. We're going crazy. So there's some big concept stuff that we're getting that's getting dumped on us right now that I think is fun. But I would like to kind of start with a synopsis. If that works for you.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, what a shame. Because Scar's back. Maybe.
Kill the Monopoly guy.
This is
not bad at all.
Get wrecked, Monopoly man.
Just a scratch.
Game sucks. Controversial?
I'm selling Boardwalk. Oh, get fucked.
Bye.
Good night. Oh, no mercy.
Well,
That's fun.
He is back.
He is back. We haven't seen him in a bit, but he was doing his thing. Obviously, we remember him. He was on the run. He picked up a straggler who was
Annoying.
Very annoying, but kind of silly. And he's still here doing his thing, of which he wants to kill all the state alchemists. And we actually open up on one of his fights with one of those state alchemists, Giulio Comanche, the
Monopoly.
silver alchemist, who looks like the Monopoly man.
Little longer mustache.
Yes. So he has, I believe that's another guy. They look like tattoos and not drawn on or gloves, but it was moving kind of fast. But basically he
or
has...
engraved like that guy.
Could be, yeah, scratched into his hands. Yeah, it looks like he has tattoos of transmutation circles, and he deals with silver. So he has a lot of like blade weapons that he transmutes, and he does a lot of like spinning attacks because the man looks like a top. The man just looks like a top. But the spinning kind, not the other kind.
But the point is, he's dead.
Yeah, the fight doesn't last long. It's kind of fun to watch, but like as we all know, Scar, he's good at what he does, so he ends up killing this dude.
Right.
So then he kind of goes back to where he's hiding out.
I am curious about how Scar is going to fit into this whole... Because I feel like by the end, and I could be wrong, I hope I'm not wrong, because if I am wrong, that's going to be upsetting.
Yes.
Is that I want everything to at least, like, connect.
Yeah.
In a sense, like... Because, like, if they don't connect...
Like, what's his deal? If they don't, then he's just some guy.
Because, like, his story is just, like, obviously, it's, like, nothing real... I mean, it does have to do. But, like, I feel there's got to be, like, some reason why, like, they went after Ishvala?
Ishval. Yeah.
Ishval. For, like that the hero want to go after Ishval.
Yeah.
So, unless... And there's, like, other places that also, like, were... Like, they're taking over the area, so I'm like, why?
Yeah, I think it was less that they're taking over, more that there's border disputes. There's just, like, violence on the border of the country. Mm-hmm. I don't think they said in this episode, they specified who the aggressors are. I think it's just, like, stuff is breaking out. So they're just always at war. They're just always at war.
Like, now?
Yeah. Anyway.
So... Because he feels very separate from, like, the main story, and I am assuming because, like, you love the series, and I'm assuming, like, kind of like me, where if something doesn't fit in the puzzle, then, like, what's the point?
Yes. Yeah.
Besides it being cool, it's like, it can be cool.
Right.
But, like, if it doesn't fit, then, like...
But eventually, this is going to have to converge back in the story. We don't know how, we don't know why, we don't know when that's going to happen, but there is the assumption, right, that, I mean, we saw it with the stuff with the deadly sins in the military, like, we were like, they felt like separate things starting out, but we're seeing they're slowly, it's all coming together. So that is a fair assumption to think that Scar, who seems to right now just be doing his own thing, which is just killing state alchemists, that eventually his paths will cross, especially in the new opening. We have a new opening now.
Child?
New person.
Okay. We're going somewhere then.
More new people.
I'm assuming we're going somewhere then?
We know those guys.
Yay.
Yay.
Papa? We're gonna meet him?
Good question.
At least Winry's still here. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah. Welcome to season 2. We have a new opening song. Fun stuff.
Don't know if I like it. I don't.
The first opening is one of my favorite openings of all time, so like nothing will live up to it for me, but this is still a good one. But we do see in the opening that like Scar and Ed are like going at it, so we can only assume that will happen at some point.
I think it's just like they're gonna find out what's going on, and then they're gonna tell Scar's gonna like tell what's going on, and they're gonna team up to.
All right.
Like I'm assuming maybe the final episode is gonna be like this side versus that side. Mm-hmm. Fight.
We'll see.
TVMA.
Well, TVMA. There'll be blood. Lots of it. But in the meantime, not as much blood. There was there was some blood in this episode. But Scar returns back to the hideout. I love this show.
What's going on? Who is this? Oh, sir, you've returned. Welcome back.
Hi.
I said, who is this?
Pleased to meet you. My name is Mei Chang, sir.
I'm your plucky sidekick.
I was collapsed by the side of the road. Your master, Mr. Yoki, revived me and brought me back here.
Master. If you've cover. There's no need for you to stay. Be on your way at once.
You know that guy Yoki was there. He was very annoying, but he's kind of funny. And there's a new character there.
Hello.
Her name is Mei Cheng. Yay!
She's the character that I like, but I don't understand the point of her. I like her. Yeah. She's very cute.
Yes.
She's very educated.
Yeah.
She's got a panda.
She has a panda. Yes, Xiaomei is the panda. And it's very cute. But yes, this little girl looks like she ain't from around these parts, as we find out that she is from the country of Jing.
Allow me to close your wound.
No, not with alchemy!
No, I have to kill you!
Damn it!
That's a cool trick. It is a cool trick.
It's healed!
It's a skill called alchemy from the land of Xing.
Different.
She's from Xing. That's right, sir. This girl crossed the desert from the east by herself to come here. Ha! Clearly ridiculous.
Fortunately, the way that she looks a little bit, I think it's just because of I think you said this Zachary, a lot of times children anime look similar.
Yeah.
They look like Nina.
Oh, okay. It's because they just have the same round face, big eyes, and not a lot of details.
The way her hair was pulled back. Obviously,
oh yeah,
Nina had pigtails, and she's got more than
she's got braids, multiple.
Right, but it looks similar.
Yeah, a lot of the kids, I feel like we saw the same with Salim last episode. Round face, big eyes, not any other facial details, so the kids do look very similar.
Yeah,
but they are different. But anyway, yes, we meet this girl. They found her on the side of the road, but she's better now. And she came all the way from Jing, which was a country to the east across a desert. So in order to get over here, it takes a lot of work. Young.
8?
A wee bab. I think she's a little older than that. Okay. I think she looks
younger. She had to cross a desert. So it seems and we established this, and that's why I thought they all knew each other, except that they're all from the same area. But it seems like a bunch of these people were just crossing this desert to get here for reasons. Yes,
and we will find out those reasons soon.
It's her only reason, the reason that we get, which is just kind of silly.
That would be funny. She has bigger reasons to come over to. It's part of it. It's part of it. And
poor child.
God, she's great. Anyway, but she is a practicer of this thing called alchemy, which is very similar to alchemy. They have kind of similar.
Excuse me, it's alchemy.
Hashtag feminism. That wasn't very feminist of me. I apologize. Thank you. That was really good.
It's on the Hershey words have
but Hershey, and you're it has her in the beginning of the name. I don't know when we had to emphasize the she.
I was you don't have to convince me more to eat the chocolate.
Yeah, right. We
don't have English chocolate here. That's all we got. What do we do?
I wasn't feeling underrepresented before I had this chocolate.
You really help sometimes.
Yeah, really. Yeah, right. We're already large consumers of your product. You don't need to specify.
Especially in this area.
Ah, true. Pennsylvania supremacy.
Can we go to Hershey Park?
Oh, that'd be fun.
Want to go on the roller coasters?
Let's go on the Chocolate World tour.
I do want to get, because the last time I was in New York, we didn't get to go here because we were rushing, but we wanted to go to the Hershey store. My sister really wanted to create your own Reese's, the giant Reese's cup.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I'd like that. That seems like a lot. Also, but I wanted, because there's a s'mores bar.
Oh shit. That sounds really good.
And I'm about to say I haven't had s'mores in a while, but I had them on my vacation, and it was at that town inn. Mm-hmm. It's a town, but with different houses. But it was an inn, and there was a fire pit, and they made s'mores kits.
Sounds so good.
That's the best way.
That sounds really good.
S'mores. S'mores are the best.
Let's make
hey, Starbucks, bring back your s'mores frappuccino. That was the shit. I got that on my birthday.
Yeah.
Every year, and then you're no. And I'm excuse me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. So there's this thing called alchemy, which is practiced by the people of Jing. Meanwhile, while the people of Amestris practice alchemy.
So it's a nicer alchemy.
Yeah, it's very similar. It's a similar concept, just practiced differently and with slightly different kind of symbology used. So alchemy is primarily used in Jing as more of a healing art, whereas alchemy is used more of
murder
for science and murder, pretty much. So, but it's something that's
So these Xing,
Xing, yeah.
Xing,
Xing, so you can say Xing.
Xing, like
yeah.
Xing.
Yeah.
It sounded defensive, but that's how my brain is
yes.
crossed. So like the Xing people seem nice. Well, like the concepts of them, because it seems like they're very much into like let's like take care of each other and like we don't want to fight, we just want to heal.
So if you haven't figured it out already, the inspiration of Xing is very like Chinese based. Like it's very like, especially with a lot of the names like Xiaomei, Ling Yao, like very we can assume the base like Amestris is very like European inspired, Xing is very like Chinese inspired. So we can if we use that as kind of a base of our knowledge
and
to
we're
like, understand how the culture works. We can see kind of like understand a little bit more. Obviously it's not a 1-for-1 because like it's fantasy, grow up. But we can kind of understand kind of the cultural differences between the two if we're like looking at it from like mainland China versus like a European kind of base, and where those differences may lie.
And then you go up a bit, and then you get to the rigatonis and the mozzarellas.
No, that's down to the southwest. Up north, it's the Russians. Because there's a big country to the north of Amestris called Drachma. Think Russia. We won't see as much.
Yeah, but if we think of the actions in Bakano, that's not south. That's north.
That's true. The Rada family. Anyway, I'm going to hell. So
we could put in New Yorkers, right?
We're still in the first paragraph of this thing. This episode is so long.
There's no feuds between Philly and New York. New York's got Baltimore to worry about.
Yeah.
Or Boston.
Boston. Yeah, no one gives a shit about Baltimore. I do though. I love you, Baltimore.
Good morning,
you.
Baltimore.
I don't. You know, it's funny. I don't sing that as much, living down that direction these days as I should. Anyway,
you want to try to hit the note Phantom of the Opera?
I almost like just start going for it. I know.
We gotta record more.
I only do that because there's no one else in the immediate vicinity of us recording. Anyway, we do have to record more. Xing, Alchemy, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. So, but yes, one of the really interesting things that we see, Mei Chang shows up, is doing her own thing, and Scar's like, she can leave, and she's like, let me heal you up. So she's actually able to, Scar has an injury, she heals it up, and
so now he has to kill her.
So yeah, now, yeah, right, he's like, oh no, he must die. Does not actually do that.
You killed my father. Prepared to die.
No, I wasn't alone.
Punch.
I had her with me too.
Panda!
We love her.
Her? You mean this little creature here?
Don't
That's right. Her
take
name's
the
Xiaomei.
panda.
Pull your arm. That's alchemy, right? The art of reading the dragon's pulse, of knowing the power that flows through the ground and how to use it. That tattoo matches the flow of alchemy used in my homeland.
So, but we actually get a reveal of, she gets to see Scar's arm and is like, that's alchemy, which is very interesting because we were, of course, operating the assumption that that looks like alchemy, like what he's doing. But alchemy and alchemy are similar, but there's some symbology there that's specific to alchemy, and Scar makes a note that his brother was a student of both alchemy and alchemy, which I think is interesting. Dara.
So Scar does the thing of like he deconstructs.
Yeah.
What's 3 steps of alchemy? Deconstruction.
Reconstruction. Yeah.
Deconstruction, something, reconstruction.
Yeah.
So, and then with the way a Scar does, he does the deconstruction and something, but he doesn't reconstruct.
Correct.
So is that alchemy? It's more like that.
No, it's still part of the alchemical process.
Okay.
Yeah, that's more of like he's always just doing an incomplete process. It's incomplete whether it's alchemy or alchemy. Which
just alchemy is more polite.
Yeah, they're a little nicer. They're not using it for murder. But it looks like some of the symbols that he has are known in alchemy, which is interesting. So that's a reveal that we didn't have before. And
we did it.
Yes, and then we also get introduced to Xiaomei, which is a very tiny little panda that Mei carries around. We love a cute sidekick. Yeah. Mei is the cute sidekick, but we love a cute sidekick's cute sidekick.
What's
so
like?
That's that.
Because it kind of reminded me of, I think, no, maybe I'm wrong. I haven't watched this movie in a while, but in the verse Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
What's her name? The anime-looking spider.
Oh, Penny.
Yeah, didn't she have like a little like sidekick? Or am I thinking of just she had the giant mecha suit?
She had the spider mecha suit.
Okay, I thought she had the little thing on her, but I guess I'm wrong.
Yeah. I don't think so.
Okay.
Anyway, all right, we gotta keep moving. So we're gonna go back to Central, and we're gonna follow Lieutenant Hawkeye.
Black Hayate!
Black Hayate? What's gotten into you,
I love
boy?
you, Black Hayate.
It's dangerous to be out walking the streets alone at this hour.
Who could this be?
You never know when
We should have
you
gone
might
into.
meet
We should have found him.
terrible serial killer feared by all. Bury the chopper!
Get him, Riza.
Fair, what do you have to pull a gun for? All right, that's it, lady. Now I'm gonna hear you scream!
Who is getting groceries with her dog, Black Hayate. This is the first time I think we've actually seen Black Hayate. I think I was telling you before we started recording that there's a fun little side chapter of the manga where it has like a bunch of like really fun little fillery stuff, and one of them is how they found a dog, and then Hawkeye adopted it, and then she named the dog Black Hayate.
What does that mean?
Oh my god, what does it mean? Oh, a Black Hayate is the name of a military vehicle. So
Aww.
we love her. Oh, it's named after a fighter plane.
Aw. That's cute.
Oh,
It's a very cute dog. I like the dog.
yeah, I'm a big fan. Anyway, so while she's out with her dog, we see her get somebody sneaks up on her, jumps out, and gets ready to just murder her. It's a guy. We know who it is. It's Barry the Chopper.
Yeah.
Barry the Chopper comes. He's got his like meat cleaver. He's like, get
It's like-
ready.
We're like, if the military, I don't even know if they were 100% told that, like, hey, there's a guy, he's kind of like getting an Alphonse suit, and the Solonin was a serial killer.
Yeah.
We probably should have been looking for him.
Probably.
Because, like, he could have apparently he didn't murder anybody, because, like, nobody even, like, we're not even,
Not
like,
that we know of.
right, but, like, I feel like if they would have brought up, like, oh, hey, didn't you, like, see that guy get butchered in that area?
Isn't that weirdly reminiscent of the serial killer that used to live here named Barry the Chopper? Interesting. Wonder whatever happened to that guy. But
Well, I always wonder, because, like, they didn't establish, like, when he was doing this chopping.
Mhm.
So, like, I always felt like maybe, like, if it was, like, so many years ago, that, like, maybe people forgot, or maybe he became, like, a Jack the Ripper legend.
Oh, okay. I actually don't know. But, well...
You don't know who Jack the Ripper is?
I know who Jack the Ripper is. But
Who
actually...
is he?
Well, tell us now! Anyway, so... but Hawkeye is quick with a gun. She has a gun, I think, in her grocery bag and one strapped to her leg. And
And it's just, like, shooting.
And she's just like, she quickly takes care of him. Obviously, he doesn't die because he's just a suit of armor. But, you know, she stops him, and then he gets offended, so he's like, well, what if I surprise you by doing this?
Hey, how come you're not paralyzed with fear?
You actually remind me of someone else I know.
Let me guess. Alphonse something or other.
You've met Alphonse before?
Oh, so the guy's a friend of yours, is he?
Hey, dog,
I'm
the
gonna
thing's
tell
in
you
there. Lick it
something,
off.
sweetheart.
No.
You are one strong woman.
Me whenever I see Hawkeye.
No, but, like...
The Philosopher's Stone. I can't believe the 5th laboratory was being used to make something like that.
It gets worse. There's a chance that military senior staff was involved as well.
Takes his head off. She's not that surprised. She's like, oh, I know a guy like that. And they're talking about the same guy. So they're like, oh, shit.
And then I guess she, like, subdues him?
Yes. Yeah, she does. She finds a way to just take care of him. And yeah, finds a way to subdue him and then takes him to like a abandoned warehouse. And then there's a questioning session between Mustang, Barry the Chopper, Hawkeye, and Warrant Officer Fallman, which is one of the guys in Mustang's crew.
Plus, there were those other two, Lust and Envy. Are they the ones who made you into what you are now?
Nah, it was the researchers who did that. Ripped my soul right out of
We're
my
all
body and
garbage.
slapped it into this suit
Except
of
for Ed
armor
and
you
Al.
see here.
And
We
Winry.
can track down these so-called researchers. If we find them, maybe they
And
can tell us
Hawkeye.
who ordered the experiments.
Fat
They're
chance
so
of that.
fashionable out of their
They
uniforms.
were all used to create Philosopher's Stones. There's not a single
Why
one
is
of
she
them
that
left
fashionable with
alive.
shopping, though?
She can just
Silenced
work,
and
honey.
used as ingredients.
When else is it gonna work?
How efficiently planned.
None.
Do you
Why
think
would you
this
want to
means
look
they have what
presentable?
they need, or will they try to make additional stones?
I have one more question for you. A little over a month ago, a military officer was killed in a telephone booth in Central.
Rest in
Were
peace.
you the one who did it?
Ripperoonie.
Phone booth.
Who's that
Doesn't
guy?
sound familiar. Was he all
Coleman?
chopped up?
Yeah, we met him.
We met him, yeah.
Okay.
He's just on the Mustangs team.
Never
That's
mind.
cool.
So they're trying to get some information. So they're like, hey, how'd you get up with the whole body thing? You know, researchers at the lab. And they asked about the homunculi, and Barry's like, nah, it was just some researchers that did this to me. And,
Totally ethical.
yeah. And so Mustang tries to see if he knows anything about Hughes' death. Barry doesn't know anything. So, pretty much. That's it.
Probably
that's all
lock
we
him
see.
up though.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll figure out what to do with him.
Like, don't let him run around.
Yeah, no, don't. That's bad. That's kind of all we see of. That's really all we see of that side of things today, or not for this episode.
Hello there,
Garfield.
Winry.
Winry!
You look like you're in a very generous mood today.
Hi, Ed. Hi, Al. What are you doing showing up like this? Panina is holding down an honest job now, and you two still can't stay out of trouble?
Really? She is?
Yeah. She's given up her former life as a pickpocket, and now she earns her money by fixing roofs and doing other odd jobs around town.
Good for you!
And meanwhile, so the Elrics on their way back to Central, of course, Doubleth goes right through Rush Valley, so they stop by Winry, and they're like, hey,
Good to see you. We just came here to say hi and definitely not have you fix my arm again.
Can you fix my arm, please? And Winry, like, flips the switch and is like, okay. Is not really happy about that. But of course, right now she's doing her apprenticeship with Atelier Garfield. That's the guy's name. He's fabulous. Big fan of Garfield. And so she has to do that. And while she's working on that, they just go kind of muck about Rush Valley.
Yeah, how do we do that in a town made up entirely of auto mail shops?
Ow.
No?
Brother?
What now?
Did we
find
just
a
get
stray cat or
traumatized?
something?
No, it's fine.
Well, no.
I feel so much better. You guys are lifesavers. Thanks a lot. Your treat, right?
When did I say I was paying?
Let's not quibble over something so small. How lucky I am to have found such hospitality.
This guy, Panda.
Fucking guy.
Far from.
And have a good time.
Well, let's find out that Panina has,
She's left her life of petty thievery and is doing good stuff now.
she's doing like construction.
Yeah.
It's good for her.
She's doing like good old blue collar labor. We love Panina. She's doing her best. And yeah, so while they're out and about, they encounter a mysterious person passed out on the streets due to lack of food, and it's this fucking guy.
Was he passed out due to lack of food?
He
He
eats a lot, so probably.
Oh, I thought he faked it.
He could have also faked it. He's kind of dramatic. So we meet this guy.
Home? You mean you're not from here?
That's right. I came from Xing.
Oh, Xing, that's the country to the east of the desert?
Yeah. And crossing that desert was rough, let me tell you.
Why in the world would you take that
So
route?
does he know Panda Girl?
I wanted to visit the ruins of Xerxes. That route goes
Not all
by
Xing people know each other,
Xerxes?
Dara.
No, but he had the panda on his napkin.
They just have
Next to
pandas
nothing
there.
out there.
Okay.
I wanted
It's
to
very
see for
China
myself.
inspired.
Anyway,
Okay.
I was headed here to do some alchemy research.
Alchemy?
Yes.
That's the only reason I
believe
assumed
it's
it
what
was
you
Yeah,
do in this
panda.
country call alchemy.
From the country of Jing.
Who kind of reminded me, not like fully,
Yeah.
because he seems more sinister than I was thinking of the queen's nephew in Legend of Korra.
Okay.
He kind of reminded me of that, but like,
yeah.
what's his name in this show?
Ling?
Ling here, kind of who's more like sinister, where like the nephew was just more of a dunce.
An idiot. That's like a really good thing, yeah, because there are some similarities there. as we'll kind of discover. But basically, yeah, they come across this guy. They treat him to lunch, which they didn't know he was treating him, but he was like, "Oh, you're putting this on your tab? Great." So he's kind of a little shit. But we like Ling. So Ling Yao. Anyway, so they're talking about like, why'd you come, through this way? So he stopped at the ruins of Xerxes on the way because there's some ruins out that way. We'll get there.
Yeah, it seems like a bunch of people are coming from like Xing.
Yeah, because they're looking for something in Amestris. Wonder what it could be. So he's trying to do some research into alchemy and some other things, and so that we kind of get the comparison between alchemy and alchemy here.
In Xing, it's known as alchemy. It's mainly used in the medical professions.
Different countries, different customs, I guess. Here, alchemy's use is mainly military. It's not hard to see why. Even now, we still have skirmishes at the borders of Arago to the south and Creta to the west. North of us is the huge country, Drachma. We have a tentative non-aggression pact with them, and Briggs Mountain stands between us, making invasion difficult. But our relationship is still dicey at best.
Sounds like you guys have got your hands full already.
So we're just taking over the world for fun.
King Bradley first came into.
And so Ed is kind of asking about, alchemy and what he knows. Ling's like, "Oh, I'm not an alchemist. I just want to know things." And he's like, "Okay, dude." So, and then we kind of talk about the different countries and how there's like political unrest there and at the borders and everything.
Although
like that.
like Xing just kind of like doing its own thing, sort of.
They're kind of doing their own thing.
Yeah.
Nothing politically that's really involved with Amestris. So I'm sure they got their own problems, but
they do have their own problems.
They do have their own problems, but it's nothing like that's directly affecting the people in the country that we're focusing on.
Correct.
But what Ling really wants.
It's a pleasure.
So, Ling, what else can you tell us about alchemy? We'd sure love to learn more.
Nothing. Yeah, sorry, but I'm not actually an alchemist.
If you don't practice alchemy, why come all the way here to research it?
Well, see, I'm looking for something. It's possible you two have heard of it before. The Philosopher's Stone.
What?
I'm very eager to find it. Do you know anything about it?
Nope.
Not a goddamn thing.
Nope.
No, we can't help you.
Is the Philosopher's Stone.
Right.
Which immediately turns the brothers off. They're like, we don't know anything about that, bye. Which makes it very obvious.
We don't know that you can make one or like how to make one.
We certainly don't know how you can make that yet. I don't think,
And considering the history that we learned, Ling should make one.
Yeah, exactly. Turns out Ling is not alone. He's got two people who've been traveling with him.
You wouldn't be lying to me now, would you?
Oh, he's got a posse.
So, do you have something to tell me?
Why the interest in the Philosopher's Stone?
I want to achieve immortality.
Ew.
Fullmetal Alchemist.
Xiaomei. Mei Chang and Xiaomei.
Alchemist.
And then a fight breaks out between the Albert brothers and then these guys.
They got their name wrong?
Don't you think?
Singing of the villain in the first season of Korra. I'm on. That's close.
Fight us too.
Hey, hold on!
Mean. That's not very nice.
Jeez.
He's a boy.
Is that guy an acrobat?
Must be a Xingyi's fighting style. Could be tough to beat.
Even so, they're still not as strong.
Ask teacher!
What's happening down there?
Don't worry, guys. I have leg guns.
These guys. And a fight scene ensues. I won't go through the details of it.
It's
Just
a
the
fight.
fight scene ensues. It's fun.
Picking a fight like this just because I won't give you information? What are you guys after? You and your boss with the freaky clothes.
That we knew already.
Yeah, rude.
Hey, I landed one!
Where's that when you need it?
Get wrecked.
Ow, that hurt. That's strange. As soon as I insulted Ling, this guy completely lost it.
What?
Hey, long time no see, Panina!
Hey,
What are you
Benigna.
doing here, Al? Besides getting yourself into more trouble.
I mean, I do like how like Ed kind of picks up on the person that he's fighting, realizing that like if he makes fun of Ling or like gets this person pissed off, then they're gonna like mess up.
They're worse at fighting. They have a very clear, their Achilles heel is that if you insult their boss, they ain't happy. And also in Al's fight, we see him for the very first time because he remembers seeing the truth.
She has a cannon in her prosthetic.
Sure does.
Is a place
That also a lady? No.
Not too bad considering it was my first time.
Oh my god, it's a dude!
It's alchemy, but without an array.
Now, I wonder how things are going on Brother's End.
Baby!
We're so proud of him! He remembers, like, he can do alchemy without a transmutation circle, which is very cool, and we love that for him. We love Al. And
also, Panini sees something's up, and she's like, "Need help?"
Yeah, so Panini uses her cannon legs to help subdue the guy that Al's fighting, and so he eventually reveals who these people are. And the one guy, the guy that Al was fighting, his name is Fu. And the person that Ed is fighting reveals to be.
Now then, I think it's about time for me to have a look at your face.
It's a lady.
Woman.
A woman.
Oh my god.
And that's Fun. So love them. But basically, yes, they are. They both come from a family that has served Ling's family for generations.
So they're not in the same family.
No.
Okay, it's not like one family.
It's more of like a thing of servitude, which questionable.
Slavery?
Yeah, questionable. Don't think that.
I mean, but they want to like serve him, which.
Yeah. Let's not think too much about it.
Is it unethical?
I don't know. Let's not think
a little
bit. Probably. Realistically, yeah.
You removed your own arm?
I spent a fair amount of time hunting
It's like a
rabbits
snake.
when I was a little kid. Setting a trap for you is easy.
Oh, poor Winry.
Oh, hey, Al.
Okay, good work, guys.
Why, what are you so chipper about?
You guys have got some pretty impressive skills. I know, come work for me and together we can take over this country.
We're busy!
I've had enough of your idiotic chattering. Just go
I
back
love
to
and
Shane.
hate this guy simultaneously.
Look at the mess you've made. You practically destroyed our town.
You're covering the damages.
And your restaurant bill, too.
Hey, wait, just hold on a second. This guy and his little entourage should be paying for everything.
So sorry, I don't understand much language of this country. Okay, bye-bye now.
Bye! Where did Bunny
You
go?
bastard.
Oh no, the bunny!
But so they were able to fight and the brothers win, but very shortly they are able to escape. I think it's really funny in the scene where like a bunch of townspeople come and are like, "Why are you guys destroying our city?" And they're like, "Oh my god, it's not our fault." And they look at Ling, he's like, "I don't speak a language here, bye-bye." He pulls like the stupid foreigner card and like is able to get out of it. But then they're able to go back to Garfield's place.
Strangers for food, and yet you can somehow afford 2 personal attendants?
Well, I am the Emperor's son, after all.
Huh? Emperor's son? That makes you a prince!
Not the reaction I anticipated.
Sorry, we just didn't see that coming.
Yeah, the guy who collapsed on the road and then mooched food off of us is the son of an emperor!
You will not speak badly about Master Ling.
And we kind of
Well, also,
more
like,
about
Al
history about
fixes the
them.
town using his alchemy thing.
Yeah.
And then Ed's like, "You can do that now?" And then he's upset because it feels like Al's, like, better than him now with, like, stuff.
Yeah, because...
You gotta be kidding. How am I supposed to fix this place up with only one arm?
Alchemy!
Okay, brother. I'll take care of it.
Yay!
Look at him go!
What? You mean you can do alchemy without a transmutation circle now?
Yeah, I think it's because of the memories I recovered.
Hooray!
And that means...
Oh.
Don't worry, you can leave this all to me.
I'm annoyed they didn't subtitle
What's
it.
the matter, brother?
Because Ed, like, one of the layups that he had was, ooh, he can do alphabetic transmutation circle. And then Al was just tall. But now Al has both.
Here's the thing, Ed. Like, one, Al's only tall because he's in the mecha suit.
He would still be taller if he was still in his human body, though.
Not that much taller.
Still taller, though.
Okay, but then also, like, and I said this, like, not, like, diminishing, like, Al's intelligence, but like, Ed is, I would say, smarter.
Yeah, he's definitely the more, he's the more educated on alchemy. Like, Al's very good at alchemy, but Ed is the alchemy one. And we want, because Al's better at, like, physical fighting. Like, they balance each other out very well. They make a very good team. But yeah, that's a very funny moment to me when Ed is like, wait a minute, I'm falling behind here.
Drink your milk.
Just drink your milk, you bastard.
Or even, like, chop off your other leg and then make the...
Just extend them.
Yeah.
Get cannons in your legs like Panina. It'll be fun. It'll be worth it. And so...
Get some automail that makes you taller.
Right, exactly.
Like, why did...
Like, with springs on him, then he can jump really high. Too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
I forgot what's the little girl's name?
Mei Chang?
Oh, that like she wants to meet Ed.
Yeah.
And like apparently has a crush on
Find it!
Oh, shut up! Kids don't know anything!
Get fucked, Yoki.
I already know that immortality can't be accomplished by alchemy, but it is possible through the use of alchemy. That's why I have to find him. The incredible man I've heard so much about. We see his hair and his eyes are golden like the sun. He wears a dashing red coat as he strides forth to save people in need.
Honey.
Oh, honey. Yeah, so one of the reasons why she's in the country is she's looking for information. One of the things she wants to do is find specifically the alchemist named Edward Elric, who she envisions as like a very like Bishonen, like very like a shoujo love interest. It was like the very like princely, like tall, dark, and handsome kind of
tuxedo
type.
man.
Yeah, exactly. Tuxedo Mask. Yes, that's who she's envisioning. She's about to be like very disappointed because he's actually just a little shit. But that's one of the things that she's looking for.
Full with trauma.
It'll be fine. But yes, that's one of the reasons why she came to this country, because she's on the hunt for this guy. And meanwhile, the other folks from Jing are here because they're specifically looking for the secrets of immortality. Because as it turns out, there is an emperor in charge of Jing. He has...
It's like this. My country, Xing, is broken up between 50 different clans, with an emperor at the top reigning over all of them. The daughter of each clan's chief becomes one of the emperor's wives and bears his children. The current emperor has 19 daughters and 24 sons. I come in at number 12 in that lineup.
43 kids? That's incredible!
The issue of succession must be a tricky one.
Indeed it is. That's the problem we're facing right now.
43 children. So basically there is...
polygamy!
Yay! There's a bunch of tribes in Jing, and
then one guy rules them.
So yeah, the one guy rules them, and then basically the eldest daughter of each clan gives him a wife, basically gives him a concubine.
That's fine.
To produce an heir to the thing. So the heirs aren't the only members of the families, because I think so Ling is part of like the Yao clan. And I think he said there's like 500,000 of them or something crazy like that. So it's a very large family.
I'm also assuming that's like male primogeniture. In that?
Oh, yeah. What is that? What is that called?
Male. It's male primogeniture, but I don't think I'm saying that word right.
Yeah. Primogeniture.
Okay.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Yeah, but basically, so Ling is actually technically a prince, which is very funny to the Elric brothers, because this schmuck is not princely in any regard. He's kind of full of himself.
He couldn't even afford food. Like, he could afford food, but he just didn't want to spend his money on it.
But because there's so many like heirs to this throne, there's a lot of politics involved, and a lot of like succession issues that come up. So what Ling Yao wants to do is, like, Emperor's getting old, but we're starting to think about that. So he's like, if I can give,
The Emperor's health has begun to deteriorate recently. Each clan is doing everything they can to curry favor. And I'm no exception.
You want to up your chances by discovering the secret of immortality.
Exactly. Okay, the Philosopher's Stone. What information can you offer?
Not happening. The stone isn't a tool for some political game.
Oh, then I'll have to stay with you until you tell me.
No, you don't. Get off of me!
Did you see that? There was some kind of fight on Main Street, so it took a while.
Damn it!
If I bring the secrets of immortality back, our family is in a way better position to succeed the country. So,
and he's the
politics.
He's the 12th child.
He's 12th in line.
Okay.
So, or the 12th child at least.
I mean, the way like that works, that like whoever like that is over the first, if they have children, then you keep going down.
Yeah, I don't think that works like that in that country because it's what it is.
I mean, I feel like it's probably as I think who's it? CPG Greg says, bigger army diplomacy.
Okay.
But I'm thinking like, we should not tell him that you can make a philosopher's stone.
Yeah,
and how to make one, because if he knew that, then like he would not have a problem with it.
Ling doesn't seem like a bad guy per se, but he does not seem like because he's using like this information for political gain. Not the kind of guy that you want to give that information to, like at all.
Correct.
And Ed seems like kind of annoyed by him. I really like Ling as a character. He's annoying as hell though, at least early on. But I do like him because I think things get very interesting as we go along here. But also it was very funny when I read the manga for the first time because Ling and Mei Chang do not show up at all in the 2003 anime. So when I was reading it, I didn't know about how drastic the split was. As soon as I opened the page and like he showed up for the first time, I was like, "Who is this?" I was like, "Who is this guy? I've never seen him before in my life." So when Brotherhood came out and he showed up for the first time, I got really excited because I was like, "Oh my god, that guy!" It's fine. So anyway, that's kind of where we leave that episode. So
we were thinking about doing some digging in
Is that the guy that you work with?
Yes, that's Garfield.
I want to come too. Take me with you.
What do you want to go there for?
I'd like to go see the Hughes family again.
But don't you have a lot of work to do here?
It's okay if you want to go.
Pain.
You should take a break every once in a while.
Oh, really? Thanks so much, Mr. Garfield.
Garfield's a great boss.
Okay, we'll all go.
Central, here we come.
Let's go see the Hughes!
Oh, we're going to Central. How exciting!
I told you, you're not coming with.
I'm not okay.
There's two of them at least.
I'm not okay. So kind of towards the end, we're hanging out with Garfield. Winry says like,
hey. Also Ed's arm felt like he took his arm.
Oh, his arm, yeah. So
Winry's pissed because she's allowed to beat them up.
Yes. So she's absolutely allowed to beat them up. Also says that she wants to go with the brothers back to Central because she wants to see the Hughes family. They don't know. They don't know.
We'll see at least two of them.
Holy shit! Fuck! Oh my god! Oh my god! It's terrible.
Oh, they're gonna find out.
Also, it's revealed in this episode that it's been like a month since it happened.
They're gonna find out.
Yeah. So it's rough. And then we get and then we get a scene back with Scar.
There's something I've been meaning to ask you. You never have told me what your name is. If you don't mind, I would very much like to know it.
Fuck you.
Ishvalan names are sacred. Ishvalan people take great pride in speaking their names aloud, as they are gifts from God.
Well then, sir, your name must be a special one indeed.
I have renounced my Ishvalan name. Now go! Keep moving!
Right!
I'm walking down a path of no return. So
Path
leave behind me every gift
of no return! Ryoki asks, "Hey, what's your name, buddy?" And Sky's like, "I abandoned my name because it's very important in my culture, and I'm doing my own thing. Bye." So we don't learn his name.
It's Scar.
It's just Scar. It will forever be known as Scar, which is very funny. Anyway, that's that episode there. What do you think?
I mean, I think it was kind of like a nice, like, again, like, I'm not sure how I feel about these, like, new characters.
Yeah.
Like, again, like, I like what's the little girl's name again?
Mei Chang.
I like Mei Chang because she's cute and, like, she seems, like, really sweet.
Yeah.
And, like, Ling, like, it all could be interesting, but I don't know why they're there. So that's the thing. But, like, I need to know why they're there.
Right. And not just, like, some guys just hanging out. Or, like, they have to, like, right. Like, what role are they going to play?
Or, like, somebody else looking for the Philosopher's Stone. Like, why do you need why?
Right.
We've already got people doing that.
Right.
So like I'm unsure with that, but it's kind of like a thing of like just like let it keep going and see where it is, and like it was kind of
see
just,
where
like,
it ends up.
Right, and it's kind of felt like a little bit fillery because like we got lit for the last episode, like so much information that we're like, all right, it's fine.
Yeah, which is very funny because me, like on my end, I like both these episodes back to back. I was like, oh my god, because there was just so much information because we get like all of like the Jing lore dropped here as far as like, oh, it's the Jing characters. Here's why they're here. Here's alka history. Here's the country situation, and so like that felt like a lot to me because like I'm like I know that's here to stay pretty much. So that's interesting. But so like these episodes back to back, I'm like, oh my god, there's so much information. Don't keep up. Anyway, that's that.
Trivia?
Oh, that's some trivia. I also just remembered. I forgot where we left off with comments. Do you remember? Because you're editing this episode.
I think we finished up with like the episodes that we had up.
Yeah.
And if that was the case, then we were one episode behind.
Okay.
So it would have been. Oh no, maybe we're not. Okay, hold on.
No, it would have been. Okay, I think.
It might have been the cliffhanger, the first cliffhanger, or the one, or the episode after that, or before that.
Okay. Well,
because I know like we had the whole episode where we did the comments for the Chimera.
Yes. Yeah.
And then I'm not sure if the next episode we did 2 episodes, and that would have been. So the next episode would have been the cliffhanger. So it might be the cliffhanger comments.
Okay. We'll figure it out. Anyway, you want some trivia?
Sure.
The transmutation circle that appears in the background of this episode's title card is the purification circle used in alka history. Got it.
Spoilers?
No, I'm not sure it's spoilers. But basically, they give some information about, like, because we don't know why Fallman is there in the scene with Barry the Chopper, because he's just like, why is this guy here? We kind of get more of that next episode. But they kind of cut that out from the adaptation here. In the manga, Scar's battle with Giolio Comanche and May's first encounter with Yoki take place actually later. So here, they decided through the adaptation to introduce the 2 Jing characters at once. May actually shows up kind of a little later last time.
Yay!
Okay. In this episode, it is made clear that Ling Yao is a Jingese prince, yet in the manga, it had only been made apparent that he was from a well-to-do family and his royal status is not revealed until later. So they really just decided to get it out of the way. They're like, we don't need to hide this. He's a prince. This schmuck.
Schmuck.
Yeah. So we're still in adaptation territory. It's not like we're not necessarily doing a complete 1-for-1 of the manga, even though we're adapting the story. Like still obviously when you're adapting something, you have to like, you know, curb some stuff, expand on some stuff, change some placing of some stuff, but everything is like structurally very similar. The story's the same. We just have like maybe a couple scenes are changed around.
Right.
So just so you know. Anyway, what's up?
What?
No, I was gonna go on the hunt for the comments. Okay. It's time for a comment corner. Today we will be reading the comments from episode 7 and 8. Yeah, let's do it.
We definitely knew that at the beginning.
Yeah, which one's this? Hidden Truths.
That's the one with where we are back from getting our automail fixed.
Sure am.
And then we go to the library and we meet what's her name at the library.
Oh, Sheska.
Yeah. And then we find out the information about the Philosopher's Stone.
Yeah.
And then we go to the 5th lavatory and then cliffhanger.
Yes. Anyway, so I'm a mess of a human being. That's all I need to know. Anyway, so comments for episode 7, our buddy Zom comments and says, actually the Tucker thing isn't why I said to keep the island of Dr. Moreau in mind, and says spoiler for things that we have covered, and says, Kaylin, it's for the folks we meet while they're at the house wipes. So that agrees crew.
I got it.
So we got it. That's true. That is exactly what they did to those people. And then we'll read just the comments from, we don't have as many everyone should leave more comments. It's a fun show. We're having a good time. And then on episode 8, Zom comments and says, so I will say I do kind of like how the original series, makes a comment about how Barry the Chopper is introduced. Barry Chopper is actually introduced before he was Barry the Chopper, before he was dead Barry.
Okay.
In that one, we actually kind of see him a little bit alive in the 2003 show. So Zom says he does like that. It does, because when we're taking time to expand on things, it's fun to, like, when the character comes back, you're like, oh my god, I remember that guy from before. So that was good. I try not to give actually a lot of spoilers for the 2003 version, because I do want Dare to go back and rewatch it one day. Anyway, that's that. I
probably will. We're just not gonna put it up on YouTube.
Yeah. That's all I'm saying for now. So thanks everybody. Anyway, I forgot to do the social media stuff at the beginning of this episode.
We're getting terrible at that.
We're awful. It's just me. I'm awful. Anyway, thank you for watching today's episode. You can find us on a variety of social media. We're on Facebook, Witty Close Productions. We are on Twitter at Witty Close. You can tweet at us, maybe. You can do. We still call it tweeting, because that's.
What do they call it for X now? If it's not just tweeting.
Posting. So unoriginal. Shut it. I'll fight you.
You know how many companies Elon Musk actually wants to name X?
Probably a lot.
Several. There's a Dallas episode, there's 600 episodes of a two-part on Elon Musk, and apparently, apparently, we wanted to make, PayPal X when he had that.
Oh, yeah.
And we're just like, no.
It's so funny. It's just so silly.
Also, you can't even do, because once you get to, 3 X's, it's porn.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We are on Instagram. We're on the TikTok. You can listen to us over...
Until TikTok gets banned.
Yeah, you can listen to us over on any kind of podcast platform like Spotify or Apple Podcasts. You can look for us First Reaction, Fan Reaction, or Witty Close Productions on there. We should be under either. And you can comment. You can like, comment, subscribe on YouTube. We do read comments on the show. I think they're very fun, and you should do it. And you can give us money on Patreon, which would be cool.
We have fun stuff there. We do monthly live streams. And we have a spin-off show, First Section or Fan Reaction. I think we realized we didn't put up an episode for May just because life happened, so we're gonna try to do 2 for June.
Yeah, we're gonna do 2 for June, and it's gonna be a good time. You can follow us on there. It is just a fun time all around. So
also get early access to these episodes.
Yes, if you're like, I need this episode, but earlier, I got some great news for you. Fantastic news.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah. Merry Christmas. Happy Leif Erikson Day. I hang it ding it. Anyway, we gotta go. I've been talking for too much this episode. Don't look, Dara.
Fine.
Next episode, we're going to do episode 16, Footsteps of a Comrade in Arms, and episode 17, Cold Flame.
That's all I'm playing for.
It'll be fine. Until next time, I'm Kalother.
It's clearly not gonna be fine.
I'm
Dara Whitman.
Peace.
Only an hour and 43.
Oh my god. All out, let it all out. So you gotta remember something. I only remember the let it all out part.
The English part? Oh, it's like a nice little 2000s pop song.
Yeah.